Hello everybody, I am Nimia Kote and this is my ever first YouTube video. So I just listened to a video by Aaron Doughty about applying reality to transurfing, and honestly it blew my mind. It's desire plus action equals result. So I'm kicking myself in the butt and I'm gonna put this into action for 21 days and see where it takes me. So the first question to my growth, the thing I struggle with the most, is identifying myself. So by identifying myself to you guys, I also help myself grow. So who am I? That question I've always hated. Being a child of the foster care system, being a child of the state, being bounced into homes, being bounced between men and women. I've come to not like that question, but I know it's a question that I need to answer proudly and with a smile. And this is me. It might not be the prettiest start, but I gotta tell you, it's gonna have a mighty punch one day and it's gonna help somebody. If it can help one person, I'll be happy. I come from a dark past where there is neglect, where my mother was a hoarder and we lived in mountains of dirty stuff. I have childhood trauma where my stepmother is locking me in a crawl space. I was taken into foster care for a reason. My childhood is not beautiful. I was raised in poverty where, my dad was living in a trailer for 20 years without running water and electricity. I have disabled parents on top of that, and I live in the rural regions of Ontario where the jobs aren't high, and when you look disabled or when you don't look like the norm, people don't always welcome you with open arms. My dad is burnt to the third degree to about 70% of his body, and my mother is legally blind and also a hoarder. Saying that, I ended up dropping out of high school. I was a party girl. I liked to do drugs. I liked to sleep around. I never could stay still. I would move at 100 miles an hour and I would run away fast from my problems. I did not want to stop. I did not want to be faced with what was behind me. I wanted to run as fast as possible. And if I couldn't get far, well, I was going to get far in my head. But one day, I met a bad man. But that bad man gave me the biggest gift. He gave me my daughter. And when I met my daughter for the first time, held her there in my arms, I realized I was never going to be alone again. She was forever going to be my person. And then I now had a beautiful life in my hands, and that I had to do what was best for her. I had to stop living and being the way I needed to. So when I put Kevin in jail for assault, it was the hardest thing I've ever done, but it was also the best thing I've ever done. I tapped into my inner power, my inner self, and I became the person I was supposed to be, step at a time. I started facing my demons one by one. I am far from perfect, guys. I am far from perfect. But you know what? It took me so much to get here. And you know what? I just want to celebrate it with somebody. So if it's just one person or two person, I don't care. You know, this is my story, guys. And it's life-changing. So whether I have a missing tooth or a crooked nose or I'm a little too skinny or I have wacky hair, to me that doesn't matter. It's not the body that matters, guys. It's the message that needs to be spoken. And it's that when you're hitting your low, don't give up. Tap into that inner power inside of you and fight, because when you decide to get up off that floor and fight, that is when you're starting to kick ass. That's what happened to me. There was this change in my mind where I realized that I could conquer anything, but it takes time. Okay, my daughter is 5. It does not seem like a big road, but you know what? I am now living in affordable housing. I am now on a pension, which means a stable income. I have a beautiful home. My daughter is good. She's got stability. I have stability. That I am cleansing myself of the negativity from my past because I also relocated to a little village outside my hometown. So by doing that, I gave myself that room to grow. I'm a person that I like to consider myself a non-theist, where I believe that the truth lies within all religions. So I love religions altogether. I don't judge anyone. I love you all, and I don't think that you guys have a piece to the puzzle. You are all fucking smart. You got keys to it all. I just want to learn it all so I can figure it all out. As insane as that sounds. I am also an empath, so I feel deeply with people. I hear your story, I want to cry. I watch a movie on TV, whether it's Littlefoot or a serious movie, I cry. I empathize with things very strongly. I'm a huge follower of Bob Proctor. I love Aaron Doughty, and I love Jake Ducey and Metaphorical Mike. These are the guys that I like to follow because they are the ones that helped me get here. I am a big fan of The Secret, because that book is how I started the road to have the courage to film this. So without that book and without these people to share their message on a daily basis, I would not have the juice or the guts to put it out there. So please, okay, don't harsh out at what the body says and just listen with your ears, because sometimes we tend to look at the exteriors too much and we forget that within everything in life there's a message. Every person in our life has a purpose. Everything that happens has a purpose in our life. So don't get withstanded by this. If you're listening to this, it's probably because there's a part of this message that is for you. Maybe not all, but a part. So please, give me love and I'll give you love back, because you know what? I bless you all, and I wish you all the best. Love ya, lovelies. Thank you for listening to this.